I've been making YouTube videos for the last 2 years, not a big channel. I would say very consistent in the beginning. I traveled a little bit, I was inconsistent then, came back, and now I want to build up that consistency again. But I feel like it's a nice tradition to kind of do every X year that I've been posting content. For anyone that's curious about what it's like when you make videos for an extended period of time and you don't become viral or like a huge YouTuber, I'm sure there's a lot of people who can relate to that, but the lessons I learned from content creation are gonna be the main focus. There's a big difference between doing what you love and doing what works. And this channel is very much me doing what I love and coming back to it even after stopping. And I've never gone viral. People look at that and be like, oh, what's this guy talking about? You're not the guy, you're not the content guy. What works usually is, having a good hook, right? Having a contrarian theme or topic as the video, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're gonna do like a talking head, you wanna have like a lot of animations, different cuts and transitions. I think it's really good for entertainment value. But I also think that there are some times where it becomes exhausting, right? YouTube, from my own personal experience, comes down to consistency. Like, I'm not saying I'm a big channel or anything, but the times where I've actually seen momentum on like my audience and stuff has come down from me like posting every day, like every day something going up. And I think that's where you have to make that distinction too, is realizing that like this is a daily commitment. If you do it with the idea of improving and like growth, it's a daily commitment. If you do it just for fun and just like because you enjoy the content, then it don't really matter, right? I think I'm kind of in the middle. Like, I do want to see growth, but I also like am not married to the idea of being like, a slave to my passion project. It's a skill. Being viral is a skill. You can learn it, but the application behind it is what matters the most. And if that's just not really something you care too much about, don't be afraid to just do things because you like to do them. I feel like if you're always trying to like have a certain outcome behind your behavior, or behind like a goal that you set for yourself, if things don't go your way, it's just gonna stress you out. Like, it's gonna make you feel so annoyed and tired, and you're gonna burn out really quick. It's something that you can always keep for yourself. I think a lot of people, they're perfectionists, and perfectionism is what's gonna kill your momentum, right? Don't expect doing something to always pan out perfectly. I think a lot of people stop themselves because they feel like, oh, I have to have the perfect title, I need to have the perfect camera, perfect lighting, I have to have the perfect this and that. I think in some cases it's like true, like your production value will make the video quality better. When you do something that resonates with you, it may not be the thing that puts you into the next level of, fame or accolades or success or whatever, but whether or not something comes out of it, you have that kind of personal like memoir, right? Because there are going to be people that are going to resonate with what you say. And I feel like no matter how small the impact that you have on someone, it can make a difference in their worldview, in their self-perception, in their own beliefs. I really don't know what the point I'm trying to make in this video, to be honest. I just kind of want to talk about my experiences like creating content. Because we live in a society where everybody's consuming. Everybody's consuming, or scrolling, we're distracted, we're not really living in the present moment. So I wanted to be the kind of content creator that like speaks on things, like speaks on certain topics. Mainly to kind of bring the idea that like you don't need to be famous to do something that you enjoy. Like, it doesn't have to lead to a specific outcome. Now, don't get me wrong. I'd love to grow my channel. I'd love to reach a wider audience. I'd love to speak on things that resonate with people. But at the end of the day, if I focus too much on the metrics and I focus too much on like, oh, this performance, that performance, then it just stops being enjoyable. And YouTube shouldn't be something that stops being enjoyable, bro. Because creativity as a whole, for people to recognize the value of something that you created, I think it feels really good when you create something and people resonate with it, and it's an intrinsic feeling because it's like, oh, you've given a message that like people feel like they learn from. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of the intrinsic value behind content creation, more than just the metrics and the numbers. I do think that once you make it more so about a deeper kind of personal reason, like you're more willing to kind of like stick through it, bro. And like with content creation, it's easy to miss the forest for the trees. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I'm using that properly, but sometimes you look at a certain metric, like your subscriber count or your view count, and then you'll use that as like a metric for like your worth as a creator. And in some cases, it's an indicator of how good you are at, you know, keeping attention or grabbing attention. But in other cases, it can become like a trap where you're there stuck looking at your analytics all day. Like if you do it to be performative or to perform well, then you're always gonna be kind of manufacturing your videos. But like if it's something that genuinely is just something you enjoy doing and it just speaks to you, like do it. If you've ever wanted to create content and you have this idea that like you want to do it perfectly, you want to go viral in 3 months or 6 months or whatever, I'm not saying you can't do it, but I am saying that if it doesn't pan out, don't give up on content creation just because you're not famous. Like you have your inherent value that you can bring to the world. And if it's something that you want to share and it's a message that's actually going to make a difference in someone's life, don't keep it to yourself. You don't know who's on the other side of the screen. Take that step, you know, just start with your phone. Start with your phone, get a mic and see what happens. And if you start to enjoy it, you're gonna keep doing it. And if you really wanna grow, like do it every day to the best of your abilities. Hit record, speak your mind, and then just have fun with it, realistically. No one's really watching, no one cares. People who will judge you and talk behind your back will do it anyways. You might as well try to build some value while they're doing it. So anyways, watch this video, subscribe, join the winner's circle, and I'll catch you next time.